I'm Jeff Lee, and we're going to try and solve today a problem of laying workers. I lost my queen a while ago, and before I could solve the problem of getting a new queen in there, I had some honeybees that started to lay eggs that were unfertilized. So I have a real problem I have to deal with, and I'm going to have to actually empty out the entire hive onto the ground to get rid of the laying workers. And so I'll carry on with that, and you'll see a little bit later what we're trying to do. Okay, so I'm taking each of the frames out. They all have to be emptied of the bees because we don't really know which one is the laying worker, which you don't want to have in a hive if you're going to put a new queen in. So to get these off of our apiary, I have to put them into little nuke boxes and then transfer them outside. Ordinarily you would probably just carry the hive over to a place, but I'm not carrying this thing off of 2 stories. What we've done is we've brought down all of the frames that we know are from the brood box that has the laying workers. There's 4 in here, 4 in here, and there's 1 in here. And one frame we were able to shake off up there, it hadn't been drawn out yet. What we're going to do is open each one of these, shake them onto the ground here so that the laying workers fall onto the ground. They won't fly back to the hive. The others will immediately orient back to the hive. At least that's what we're being told will be the way to solve this problem. Laying workers can't get up, and ergo, supposedly, the hive is then free of laying workers and we can reintroduce a mated queen. That's the theory. Let's see if it works. This pattern is bumpy pattern, and if you look at it this way, you can see it's raised above 2. It's pretty erratic, and this is all drone larvae that has been laid inside of worker bee columns. That's what the worker bees that are laying will do. So the rule is we have to get every single bee off of these frames before we put them back, so that we are completely bee-free. One of the things I'm going to do after we've gotten these hives back upstairs is I'm going to take a cap scratcher and I'm going to scratch off the top of all of these capped drone. I know it sounds cruel, but in reality these are drones. They won't be productive other than providing genetic material to the hive, and we have a lot of drones in our hive. So in order to spark the restoring of this hive, we're going to try and take the number of drones down. So what we're doing is we're about to put these back in there without the laying workers, and we're scraping off the tops of all of the capped brood as a way of trying to ensure that we don't have a lot of drones being produced. We're looking to have this queen get right back into production, producing worker bees. We have a lot of drones already in this hive, and so this is going to be unnecessary. These bees will recycle all of this, and so we won't have to worry about it being going to waste. In an effort to try and help this hive along, I've taken a frame of open and capped brood out of Amanda's hive. That's this white one here, and I've placed it in the center of the hive. You can see here. And the intention is that by putting the queen in the middle, and you can see the other bees have already noticed that she's there, and they're going to start working to get her freed out pretty quickly. She will become their new leader. But in the meantime, they have to get accustomed to her because hers is a new scent in the hive, and it's something that they're unfamiliar with. So that's why you can't release her automatically into the hive, is that it's a new scent and they would just kill her. In this case, though, her pheromones will be spread throughout the hive. They will become accustomed to her, and she'll become the dominant scent provider, if you want to call it that. Anyway, I'm sure that there's some apiologists who would tell me that I'm not saying it correctly. Anyway, there you go. Hopefully this is the restart of the new hive.